What's going on, folks? My name is Jamerl Lee, and this blog is about how long does it take to build a clientele as a barber. A lot of barbers would like to know that because before they go into the profession, they want to know how long are they looking at before they start making decent money. So I felt the need to address that question. First of all, it's a pretty tough question because of all the variables. You must remember that location plays a huge part of that. Walk-in traffic. Some barbershops have a lot of clientele, and you would think that if you came to that barbershop, you wouldn't have no problem in cutting hair. But a lot of the clientele are regulars that go to specific barbers. So just because the shop stays busy, you could come there and being the new guy on the block, no one knows you, no one knows you can cut. And on top of that, they have a certain amount of loyalty that they already give to another barber. Some customers go to certain barbers for years, and the only reason they may let someone else cut their hair is if that barber isn't there. But the super loyal customers, they'll come back anyway. So that's one thing that's a big factor in how long it'll take you to build your clientele up in a specific barbershop. I would say in about a year, if you apply yourself, you should be able to make $700 to $1,000 a week, given you're in the right atmosphere, the right walk-in traffic is there, you're in the right location, you're learning the cuts, because a cut in Augusta, Georgia could be different in another location in Atlanta, like the temple fade, for example. The barbershop that I was cutting in Atlanta, their temple fades, they started it and ended it kind of like at the tip. But in Augusta, a lot of temple fades at my shop go up a little bit higher. And if I would have went up that high in the barbershop in Atlanta, I would have been basically ridiculed, because I heard the owner get ridiculed about taking the temple fade too high. And to me, I was like, hey, that looks great. But so it just depends on how you learn their particular styles for that area, how quick you learn that. And also, you must be willing to take the customers that no one else wants. Like say kids, some people don't like to deal with kids because some kids move a lot. Some kids whine. They may have had a bad experience, and certain barbers, before they touch their hair, kids will flinch or move or jerk. So those type of cuts you wanna gravitate towards. That's how you get ahead. You want to get there before all the rest of the barbers, and you want to leave as late as possible. You basically are getting what they don't get or leave too early to get, and whatnot. Another thing you want to do is you want to definitely get some cards made. Keep them current with your current information on them. You want to make sure each client gets a card. No matter what, they have to get a card so they can reach you whenever needed. And it also lets them know that you want them to reach you. So you just don't want to make it hard at all for them to be able to get back in touch with you to come back and get another haircut. So that's another thing you definitely want to do. One way to get them to come back is you want to give them some type of prize or some type of reward for continuously coming to you. Say on your cards, when you get them printed up, you could put 7, numbers 1 through 7 on there, or either 1 through 10. And each time that they get a haircut, you want to get a hole puncher and punch a hole in that number, and trust me, when they reach 7 or 10, that free haircut, they'll love it, because I did it, and a lot of customers really, they remember to pull out their card. So that's a great thing to use to help people to sit back in your chair. Just make sure your cell phone number is also on your card, so they don't have to call the shop to reach you. So you want to answer the phone call, lock their name and number in, or better yet, call them at the shop when they're about to leave. Just tell them, look, why don't you give me your number, and I'll go ahead and call you, and you can lock me in. You can lock my name and number in. So what's your number? And most customers, they'll agree to that and give you their number. And then that way, once you put their name and number down, put client behind it. Put something behind it that you could punch in that word, and it'll pull up all of your clients. Or you can have a separate phone, if you can afford it. Then that way you can even make a voicemail to instruct customers when you'll be in. If emergency comes up, the voicemail will basically take care of that call for you. So you want to definitely do that if you can afford it. So I just want you all to check me out at www.howtocuthair.biz. www.howtocuthair.biz. B-I-Z. Alright, you guys and females, have a great day. Thanks for checking out my video blog. Peace.